Space, well, there's never short of news there. Sun Pharma is under pressure today after the U.S. Department of Justice probe on price collusion has picked up pace. What exactly is the impact and what's the ongoing probe itself? Ekta Batra joins in with all those details. Hi, Ekta, over to you.
Well, I'm going to start with the likely impact on companies because of this pricing probe. We already know the bit of news, but what could be the possible impact? So, for example, a Credit Suisse note actually highlights it quite well. They say that the cash outgo for the past benefits from price hikes could be something that could be restricted going forward. So, for example, the amount could be more than the cumulative profit which a couple of these companies could have earned from the price increases taken in terms of the drugs that are mentioned. Secondly, there could be lower earnings in the future. The reason for that is that the companies may have to reduce the prices on the drugs where the price hikes were taken, and hence there could be lower drug prices going forward from those particular drugs, and that could affect their future profits. Now, talking about a couple of the stocks which are impacted, it seems as though Sun Pharma is facing the maximum brunt today, and that stock is the top loser on the Nifty, or one of the top losers on the Nifty, and that's because it is expected to be one of the biggest beneficiaries of price increases, which is basically Taro. Sun subsidiary Taro is expected to be one of the biggest beneficiaries in terms of price increases. Now, Taro, for example, is likely to have seen an EBITDA benefit of $1.5 billion in terms of price hikes. So, one of the key drugs which is mentioned is an acne drug, doxycycline, where the cumulative EBITDA contribution from this in FY14 was $108 million. Now, the reason for this was that there was a shortage of this particular drug in the US markets after one of the pharma companies, Hikma, exited the market, so the others took price increases. However, it is now normalized because there are more competitors who've come into the market. Now, so Sun is likely to have around 20% of contribution from price increases in FY18, but because doxycycline could be one of the drugs that could be impacted, we could see more focus come in on Sun Pharma, considering that they were one of the biggest beneficiaries of price hikes taken in the past, especially for their subsidiary Taro.
All right, Ekta, thanks very much for that.